Hello everyone, my name is Kirby with Kirby's Points and Miles, and the new Amex Platinum refresh is not for me. Now, I recently made a video discussing my philosophy with luxury travel credit cards, and one of the cards that I talked about was the Amex Platinum Card. And in that video, I kind of talked about the old Amex Platinum, knowing that a refresh was coming soon, and since that refresh has all but been confirmed for a little while, about halfway through September here, I want to kind of talk about those rumors and see, does this new card work for me? And give a little bit of a spoiler, I still don't think this card is for me, especially with where I'm at in my life right now. So again, just a quick look at what the current Amex Platinum card offers. Right now you can see here a nice 80,000 membership reward point offer for some spend, but I would recommend that most people can find different links if you open different browsers and different hidden modes and whatnot. You can find maybe 125, 150,000 point offers quite easily if you do a little bit of digging. There are some different credits here, like an airline fee credit, a bunch of lounge access, Clear Plus, digital entertainment credit, FHR credit for fine hotels resorts, some Uber Cash, some Walmart Plus, credit with Saks Fifth Avenue, and a couple decent multipliers, 5x for flights, 5x on prepaid hotels, 1x everything else. Again, it is a powerful card. It comes with different statuses as well. Hilton Gold, Marriott Gold, which isn't as good as Hilton Gold, but at least it's something. This card is a premium travel lifestyle card. For $695, if I really wanted to do a point smash and grab, I could make the card work for me for a year, maybe 2 years. But when I look at how much money I make right now compared to my expenses, compared to my savings and investing goals, and to my travel goals, I can get all of the travel I want done without the Amex Platinum card. And I feel like right now I can also do it cheaper with the card setup I have right now than I could with the Amex Platinum. Now, I could definitely use that fine hotel and resorts credit to maybe make a hotel cheaper for me that I may not have stayed at originally. Let's say if I was looking at two $400 a night hotels, but one is an FHR and one is not, I may as well use the FHR one, get that extra discount. And while I try to go more on the low end for hotels, when I do think of some of my more extravagant trips coming up, for a trip to Cancun, I booked a fairly nice, all-inclusive, all-adults only place through Hyatt. Really seems like a great property. It's not the highest end of all-inclusive hotels in the Cancun area, but it seems fairly nice. And for when I go to Japan, I really want to stay at the Park Hyatt Kyoto, maybe the Park Hyatt Tokyo if that's there's some remodeling and refurbishing done to that hotel. If that hotel is ready for when I go next July, I definitely want to snag a night or two there as well. So I do want to kind of dip my toes into some of the more luxury hotels, but it's not a necessity. I would rather fly business class and stay in a cheap hotel than fly economy and stay in a nicer hotel. I do know that might be, counterintuitive to somehow other people travel, but that's kind of where I'm at in my life right now. While the Amex Platinum, like I said, it definitely could work. I just do not want to put in the effort to make it work. When it comes to different credits, I'm okay using them. Some credits I love using month to month, some I hate. When it comes to my Chase Sapphire Preferred DoorDash credit, after tip and service fees, even though the Dash Pass kind of waives some of the service fees depending on where I'm going and what I'm ordering. If I'm doing that grocery order, I would say the credit basically offsets my tip and service charge, and it's basically as if I would have went to Aldi's or Target myself, which is totally fine. If I can use that credit to break even, I consider that a win, and I'll use that once a month to get maybe a couple grocery items. I tend to run out of things like fruits and vegetables a lot sooner than my main course meals. So to kind of supplement those meals, instead of just having a burger with nothing else, I can get some fries or an apple to go with that or something like that. And that's kind of what I use my DoorDash credit for. And again, with my Delta Reserve, $20 at Resi. And while the Resi restaurants in my area are not as preferable as they used to be, it's not a hassle to go spend $30 at some place, get $20 off, and that's a nice sit-down restaurant. And that's better than maybe spending $15 at a Chick-fil-A or a Raising Cane's or a McDonald's. So again, some credits I like, some credits I don't like, and some people may say that's a little hypocritical, and that's totally fine. Some credits I like, some credits I don't. And for the amount of work that the Amex Platinum makes me do, I'm just not that interested right now. But with the refresh, with those increase of credits and some credits changing, what does that look like, and does that make things any easier for me? Now I'm on this Thrifty Traveler article here, and just to basically highlight what the main change is to the Amex Platinum is that they are now increasing that fine hotel and resorts credit to $600 a year. Instead of a $200 credit, you will get two $300 credits semi-annually. And now that I'm fairly close to Vegas, I do believe there are a couple cheaper FHR hotels that I could stay at and, make this credit work even more. The annual fee is raising to $895, but just a nice $400 increase in a credit that I think I could get full value out of. Did make me kind of reconsider this card. It does seem they're also adding some type of Lululemon credit, and it may seem like there may be some other options of a quarterly $75 credit. I'm still not entirely sure what that looks like. But again, could I maybe get $30 of value from that credit if I were to have it? Yeah, maybe an extra $120, extra $400 of value. That's an extra $520 of value that this card provides. And as in the previous video where I discussed it, I felt like I was fairly close to breaking even with the Amex Platinum at an extra $500 of value with only increasing the annual fee by $200. It seems like a very net positive change for me if this card was in my life. And while I definitely think this card is better than the old version, again, we don't know everything. Maybe there's some secret special change. Maybe some of the multipliers are different and they're going to sneak that in on us when they announce the card. I'm not too sure. But for what this rumored Amex Platinum looks like, man, it's tempting, but I just do not think that I want to put that kind of spend on the card. I don't feel like the benefits are really there for me yet. I really want Hilton Gold, but I kind of would just rather get a Surpass. I don't really stay at Marriott's at all. Again, the fine hotel and resorts is something that I'm really interested in, but it's not something I'm doing right now. So again, it would be a change in my travel habits. And while I do think over time my habits will naturally change to maybe think of more luxurious properties, right now, I love me a Holiday Inn. I would rather stay at a lower end hotel that gives me I'd rather stay at a lower end hotel that gives me a free breakfast and have that free breakfast be lower quality than stay at a high end hotel and have to pay for breakfast, even if it was the best breakfast in the world. I'd rather save that, $20-$30 and just have, as long as I have bacon. And the Holiday Inn, most days have bacon within their breakfast. I consider that a pretty large win. Again, the Amex Platinum might add some Resi credits, or it might have some other secret credits that we don't know about yet. And I think you would have to add some insane value for me to still consider getting this card. Even if this card said, hey, Kirby, spend $1,000, we'll give you $1,700. Would I take it? Probably, but for the opportunity cost of getting a new card and having to hit a higher spend welcome offer than I normally would want to, having to kind of get creative with my spend or maybe waste some rent spend and maybe not get as many built points and because I needed to work on this bonus. It just sounds like a lot of work. And when I really think about what I want from the travel game and what the Amex Platinum card offers me, there's just a disconnect right now. I think there will be a point in my life, it might even just be a year or two from now, where the Amex Platinum becomes a little bit more interesting. But I think I'm going to need to take a few more trips to see kind of what am I missing and what do I really want. Maybe after I spend some time in Cancun and Japan, I'll realize that I really do want to spend more money on more luxurious travel. Maybe I'm okay maybe knocking the quantity of trips down to increase the quality. I think that's a balance many people need to consider in the credit card game. I take a lot of long weekend trips. I'll just spend a weekend in Minneapolis or a weekend back at home in Wisconsin. Maybe I need to take a couple fewer of those trips and take maybe one extra international trip. But I also need to consider what is the trade-off. Is it 3 long weekends for one international trip? Is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 1? I don't know. That number, depending on what the number is, maybe that would change some minds. When I visit my family or visit some friends in Minneapolis, I get to stay somewhere for free. I get to sleep on their couch. I get to sleep in my bed growing up, which even though it's only a twin, much better than paying for a queen, in my opinion. So again, these different balancing acts that we have to do here, I would really like a reflective card that's like a mirror. I think that's pretty cool, but unfortunately Amex marketing hasn't quite worked on me yet. Again, I just want to make a quick video today really discussing why the Amex Platinum card doesn't work for me. I could force it to work, I could make it work, but right now, I don't want to put in that effort. Again, if I was targeted with a 175,000 point bonus for maybe 6K in 6 months, would I have to consider it? I would. But I also have to also think about I haven't gotten the Amex Gold card or the Amex Green card yet. So to get this Platinum card, even if it was the best card ever, would lock me out of the welcome bonus for those two cards due to Amex's language and their terms and conditions saying if you can only get one bonus from a family of cards, and you kind of have to go in order from the cheapest to the largest. So again, if I got the Amex Platinum bonus, I would not be eligible for the Amex Gold or Amex Green welcome bonus. Again, there are ways around that, like different no lifetime language links, but again, who knows when those will stop happening and when they'll even come around. So again, the Amex Platinum card would really have to knock my socks off for me to not only get the card, but forego the opportunity cost of a welcome bonus for the green or gold card. Overall, if I had to review the Amex Platinum refresh, I would give it a solid A-. I think they could have done a little bit better. They could have added more credits. They could have made the card free, and I would have loved it even more. But for what the card is targeting clientele-wise, I think the card is an absolute home run when compared to some other luxury travel cards that are coming out. But again, my opinion on those cards doesn't really mean a lot because I don't have those cards and I'm not planning on getting those cards anytime soon. So when it comes to the Amex Platinum, it's just not for me. But maybe it will be one day. And again, if you made it to the end of this video, I just want to thank you for watching. I've just hit 100 subscribers, so I just want to thank all the new subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, go through my backlog of catalogs. I think there's some great videos out there that when I first started the channel that people should take a second look at. Again, the Amex Platinum card, great card, not for me. Have a great rest of your day.